President's Award. I'm going to let Meredith hand it over. Okay, we'll just get a quick picture. Okay, well, I'm going to invite Meredith and Lucy to step backstage. Becky, what I would love for you to do is, this is obviously it's a big one. In fact, we'll take it for it. We'll make sure you get it back. Don't worry.
Don't break it.
And you know, I know that you travel all over the world. I know that Jeunesse is really just a huge part of your life as well as a huge part of your heart. So what we'd love is for you to just take 10 minutes and talk about what Jeunesse means to you, and you know, share your love and excitement. Is that okay? Okay, let's give it up for Bekki Hurley, Diamond Director.
Thank you so much. I just happened to prepare something. So I'd like to start out by saying, hi there, it's Bekki Hurley from British Columbia. You may have seen a little video that I did a year ago. I know absolutely nothing about social media, so I want to say that because I want to give people hope that they can do something a little bit different as well. So, you know, I am Canadian. I'm actually an American citizen as well. My family emigrated up to Canada in 1972, and I'm the youngest of 5 kids. My dad was a logger, my mom was a waitress, and we lived in a trailer. I am trailer trash. I'm proud of it. But the one thing that my family left me was a legacy of working very hard. From the time I was 8 years old, I really wanted to work because being the youngest of 5 kids, I saw everybody else working. I really wanted to work as well, so I got a paper route, and I was a waitress by the time I was 12. And actually, who in here has a college education like Kathleen Rideau was talking about? I'm very, very proud of you, but I'm also proud to say I'm a high school dropout, and I made it too. So I find it takes people with education maybe just a little bit longer to say yes. So if you're somebody like me, so I was happily married 20 years ago when somebody introduced this amazing industry to me, and I was a waitress. It was one of my great customers that would come in on a regular basis. And you know what? I'm still so thankful to that gal that got started me in my first time, because she saw something in me that she said was special, and she took a chance, and she said, I think you'd be really great in my opportunity. Why don't you come and have a look? And skeptically I did. It was a party plan company. I'd never been to a party in my life up to that point. I was 30 years old and didn't have one piece of Tupperware in my house. And but I went, and I saw the opportunity that afternoon. I thought, you know, my son was a year old at that time, and I thought, well, I can be working half the time and making probably more money, when I asked her what she made that afternoon. So I skeptically got started, and I'm very proud to say that because of the mentorship of her and the president of that company, whose name is Melanie Hayden. She's a Canadian as well. And Melanie always said, you know what, integrity is what you do when people aren't watching. And I'm very proud to say that there are people that I met 20 years ago that are in this room today that are on our team. And so thank you guys so much for believing in me for all these years. So I was with that company for 13 years. And when I started, I didn't even have a suit. I can still remember the first clothing that I was wearing. I think it was the same thing that I wore when I was waitressing. But before too long, I was able to, that year I earned a trip to Jamaica, and I caught that bug of incentive travel. And along with that, when I was doing these promotions, this amazing income started to happen, and it really started to impact my life. 8 years ago, somebody else really special in my life introduced me to MLM. I didn't really know what that was. My dad had done a couple of ventures before. My dad was a great starter but a horrible finisher. He'd bring all these opportunities home and expect that my mom was going to do something with them, and she was not a salesperson at all. She was like Linda says, don't do. She would talk people out of doing something before they even had made the decision to do it. And so I learned a little bit from that, but when I saw the platform of this, and I saw that I'm not going to have to be out slugging product around, I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to create some residual income. And my husband and I had an amazing impact with that health product. I can tell you today that was Monavie. And so it's very nice that we are back in company with some of those people. And I got really, really excited when we went on to build a diamond distributorship with that company. And then 3.5 years ago, Kathleen Degelman, our upline, I'm so thankful to her, and to Kelly Bangert, because they brought Jeunesse to us. And Kathleen Rideau and I had a look at that, and we've been business partners for many years. And at that time, Jeunesse was really unknown to Canada. And we kind of slugged it out for the first couple of years because it was an unknown company, nobody knew what the products were, and but we had a lot of fun with it. Something really felt right with that. And I always say that success is preparation and opportunity brought together, and we kind of just took a chance with it. And then I did that video about a year ago, and then all things kind of just exploded. Within 6 months, we created 13 Sapphire Legs, 3 Rubies, a couple of Sapphire Elites. And I just want to tell you that your vibe will attract your tribe. Can we have all the directors in the room, Rubies, Emeralds, and Diamonds, stand up? Thank you so much. Everybody else, look around, and you'll see that we are a very diverse group of people. You might not feel sitting in here today, you might be sitting in the back of the room, it took every cent that you had to get here, and you might not feel that you, at this point, are worthy or know what you're doing to get involved and to take it to the higher levels, but you do. You really do. I'm just a regular person, just like you are. Cultures, I actually have a guest here with me today, and she said, wow, this is very multicultural, and I said, absolutely it is. Your team's out there, it's your choice to go out there and find them. That's what your job is, to go out and find the people that you speak their language and you can attract. One thing that I can tell you for certain is that people are going to come and people are going to go. You don't have any control over that. You can't want it more than other people want it for themselves. And you got to inspire people instead of manage them. Kathleen Degman has always told us it doesn't matter really what works, it's what duplicates that's going to grow a great team. And I'm so thankful to you, Kathleen, for investing your time and your resources into building a great system for us, along with everything that Jeunesse, of course, has done. And I want to thank my Montague heritage. I want to thank Gina and Steve Merritt for giving me a really hard work ethic. They are out there and they're slugging it every day, traveling around the world. And I've been able to, over the past year, do a lot of travel and build my business as well. And of course, thanks to Kathleen Radu, she is the yin to my yang. She is like, we're like an old married couple now. We fight and we make up, and the makeup's pretty good. I want to say thanks to Randy and Wendy and Scott and Isabel, of course, for bringing the opportunity to all of us and having the vision. And everybody from corporate, we're just really having a great time working with everybody. Thanks to the Jeunesse family. I feel like everybody in this room is my brother and my sister. And of course, my family, who's very patient with me. I think they enjoyed it last week, though, while we were in Hawaii. They had a great time there. My 21-year-old son, who's very patient with me. And then I just want to thank some of the directors on our team, some of them that are here and some of them that aren't. That award really goes out to you guys. This is a team effort, and that's what I love about this business, because if I had to do it on my own, it wouldn't get done at all. So unfortunately, one of my best friends and Ruby director, Deb Gordon, she's one of the smartest people that I know, and unfortunately she's not here because her husband's very ill right now. Ruby director Margaret Leck, thank you for trusting. I don't know where she is, she's moved. Thank you for trusting, and thank you for sharing your mom with us while she was here. Also Suzanne Charlton. She's my sister from another mister, and you've got such amazing generosity. Sapphire Elite Bev Oliwa, who I've known for so many years, thank you for your inspiration. Thanks for bringing so much life to our team. And Sapphire Elite Sandy Martin's Toner, a new friend of mine, and just somebody that's gone through tragedy and has been able to help so many people around the world. You know what? Life is short. 20 years goes by in a minute. I turned 50 last year, and I'm like, wow, where did the time go? And I realized that, thank goodness, we're in an anti-aging company, because I expect to look like this when I'm 70 or 80 years old. So thank goodness. But you know what? Sometimes we don't have control over things. My pages are all stuck together here. And just recently I watched a Steve Harvey video. Has anybody seen that Steve Harvey video where he talks about jumping and that God's going to create the parachute? You know, you got to jump. If you're here, I don't know if you're here as a guest, or you might be somebody that's a distributor that's thinking, I'm going to go to this thing and see if it really is something that I want to do. You got to jump. You got to take a chance sometime. I can't even imagine what my life would have looked like if I would have said no 20 years ago because I was skeptical. Jump, and you know what? God's going to open your parachute. If you're going to a job every day and you hate it, You're just existing. One of the things that we were able to do last year, because of the resources that we're able to make with this business, is my husband was able to retire fully, and he's just working for himself now. And he's a much happier man. And that also helps with the aging thing. So jump, you know what? You're meant to live. God created us to live life, and to live life more abundantly. So just go and jump. Take a chance and go out and find your tribe. Thanks so much. Thanks for the honor, Janessa.
Give it up for our President's Award winner! Give it up for Bekki Hurley! All right, let's roll on.